Hi, my name is Brittany Matthews, and welcome to the Promotion Lady Show.
The Promotion Lady Show is as real as it gets. She's putting it down for you. I said you haven't seen nothing yet. The Promotion Lady Show, putting the real back into reality. Come on and join us. Yeah, the spoken truth you will see.
Mr. Phil, introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Phil Rusnak. I'm with Preferred Financial Solutions, and I've been a financial advisor for a little over 30 years now.
Wonderful. And you said, where are you from? Tell us more about you.
I'm originally from Connecticut. I was born and raised there, moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida in November of '84, got married in '86, and then moved to Columbia, South Carolina in April of '87.
Wonderful.
And I've been here ever since.
You love this South Carolina.
I'm still, in my mind, a Yankee, but I'm learning how to say y'all.
You learning how to say y'all.
I have a sister-in-law from Sylacauga, Alabama, so yes, I'm being indoctrinated into the Southern way, and I actually love it.
Yes, wonderful. We converted one. Yes.
One of my favorite stories is my brother, when they were living in Alabama, he picked me up from the airport, and as we're driving through town, I saw everybody doing this to him. I said, boy, Richard, you have a lot of friends.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
He just says, no, that's right. That's how we do it in the South. Everybody's just very friendly, and I love being here, and I would never go back.
Oh, yes. Thank you. We're so happy that you
So I'm
are here
a
with
permanent
us.
transplanted Yankee.
Permanent transplant Yankee. Yes, I love that. So tell us, I know you said you're into financial planning. Please share what you do and the reason why you're doing what you're doing.
Well, like you said, I do financial planning for people, and I have a passion for it because I've seen my parents and other people that have gone through their whole life trying to provide for their children and other people and help everything. But there were some mistakes they made along the line, and they didn't even know they were mistakes. They were always just, they worked very hard, and if they had a little bit of guidance and had some sort of structure, I believe they would have been okay. And as a planner, what I do is I create financial roadmaps. People spend more time planning for a vacation than they do planning for their retirement.
I like that. That's a very good point.
And when you plan for if you're going to go to California, really you have to get on. I know we have GPSs nowadays, but let's just say we had a road map or a map, some sort of a map. You'd have to figure out waypoints from point A to point B. I'm going to go from Columbia, South Carolina to San Diego, California. Well, that's like going from when you're working years to your retirement years.
Right.
So you have to plan for that, because along the way you can get sidetracked. You can say, I'm going to take the easy way along the highway, or I might want to go through the woods and see the hills and go and look a little bit of sightseeing. One way would be shorter, one way would be longer. Which way would be the best, I don't know. But on a retirement standpoint, you'd have to look at you're going from your earning years to your retirement years. And along the way, it's not always a smooth path.
And plus life happens.
And life happens. So we have to look at your risk, which would be your time horizon, how much risk you can take, and how are going to be the safe way along the highway, or you might want to look and see what's out there and look at the world, because you're missing a lot of scenery going through different places.
And most of the times I'm actually figuring out that working from paycheck to paycheck, a lot of people are not really focusing on how to they're working so much that they don't really even have time to even focus on a plan. Because like, I just gotta pay this bill, gotta get. But you're taking all of that away to just focus on what you need to do for the future, so you will not have to be like that for the rest of your life.
Well, you when you do get paid, you have your taxes and you have your tithing and you have your bills you have to pay, but most people pay, instead of paying themselves first, we pay others.
That's true.
And that could be in a form of spending. I want this car, I want that house, I want this dress, I want that pair of pants, I want these shoes. There's a difference between needs and wants.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is first thing I have to do would be to meet with my clients and see, what are your goals? What goals do you have? Or what goals are you trying to save for? Is it education for your children, for yourself? Are you saving for retirement? The two most asked questions that I ever get is always, will I be able to retire? And how much will I need to retire?
To sustain you after you retire.
To sustain after. And what I do as a planner is I'm able to after I ask all the questions and take all that information based upon your budget, if you have one. If you don't, we're gonna create one. And because if you have more money going out than it's coming in, I always say your upkeep's gonna be your downfall.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go under, so you're probably using credit cards, which means you're going under even faster.
Even faster, digging your own ditch, really, because all the interest.
That's correct. So what we do is we look at these two things. Like I said, how long is it gonna take you before you retire? What's your Social Security? Will Social Security be there? I don't know. We always are saying, okay, Social Security is gonna go under in 2017, it's gonna go under in 2020, it's gonna go up in 2030. Nobody really knows.
And see, I love that. And the thing about it is, what really fueled you into what you're doing now? Because this is a very touchy subject anyway, because money is already touchy for one, and you're just diving into it head on.
I've been doing it for a lot of years, but there's two events that have happened to me that really touched my life and changed my way that I do business. The first one is my parents. My dad was a good provider, worked 2 jobs. My mom raised 4 children. I probably gave her the most headaches, which I'm sure I did.
Were you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the third one in line.
You're the third one in line?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was a little bit, that's why I said energetic. I would run around all this time, so she'd be chasing.
Just like how my son is. Yeah, my son had me on 110 all day.
That's right.
Yes.
So my dad, and
Shape.
I sat down with him. He took some at the time when the interest rates were very high and money was good, the economy was doing well. He borrowed some money against the home, our household, and purchased other homes and was using it for rental income, and he did very well. Mm-hmm. And I sat down with him one time and my mom, and I said, Dad, there will come a time when you won't be able to do this any longer. And I had a brother living in Florida, another one in Alabama, and I was in South Carolina, and then I had a sister in Indiana. He says, well, I just want every one of you children to have a home, a piece of property. And I thought that was really great. He had a big heart. I said, but there's only you to help fix this up. And the longer as we get older, the ability to work hard and to fix things and climb ladders diminishes. So he's gonna have to pay people, so his return on investments is gonna go down and down. So I talked to him about that. He said, no, I'm just gonna keep doing that. I also talked to him about long-term care insurance. I said, there's gonna come a time that both of my grandmother, his mom and my dad's mom both ended up in nursing homes. My one grandma lived to 103, the other one was, 96. I said, you ever thought about long-term care? It's not we're gonna put you in a nursing home, we just want to be able to fund the cost of care. Mm-hmm. He said, no, we're in good health right now, I don't think we need it.
They didn't think about what if that can happen.
That's right, the ifs never thought of those ifs. Well, long story short, my dad died with heart problems, and my mom took care of him for a long time, and I truly believe they had a problem with it. It helped her. I mean, it affected her mental capacity, and Alzheimer's came in, and she was going down, and with no long-term care, everyone says, well, we have children that would help us out. And well, our children, we did step in. But it became, I'm not gonna say a burden, because we loved our parents,
Right.
but it does affect the families. If the families that they stayed with affected our families, but we loved our parents.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended up having to pay the cost of long-term care. So in all way, it does affect people financially.
Because understanding, like, even though that's your mom or your dad, it's being specialized to even take care of an individual like that has been with Alzheimer's and all that, that's how you're supposed to be specialists to do that, and that's why
Right. And as we get older and have our own families, we have to take care of our own families, and the time-wise, it's very hard. And then when we bring them into the home, and they don't even, like my mom didn't even know where she was, it's very hard on the family.
Right.
Very hard on the family. So there's a lot of families going through Alzheimer's right now, so I feel for that. So that was my first story, and then my second one was, I went through a divorce, and it was a 3-year litigated battle. And I knew, I'm being a financial planner, I sort of knew exactly what I should be doing, and she deserved half of it, she was entitled to half. And we worked it out, but the attorneys kept it going for 3 years. I don't know why, they just kept it going for 3 years.
3 years.
3 years, we fought a 3-year litigated battle. And I just said, there's gotta be a better way than to fight in court. Why can't we just sit around a table and talk?
Right.
The attorney said, that's not the way we do things. You have to talk to me, my attorney, who talks to their attorney, and talks to their client, and it keeps going back. It could take 2-3 months before you get your answer. Well, then I got another designation, which is a certified divorce financial analyst. And I said, I'm gonna use this part of my business, another arm of my business. Because normally, on the financial planning side, when people say they're going through a divorce, I hear them, I help them, but I don't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I hear them, I help them, and I've been in their shoes.
Because you have the
I
experience.
have that empathy, so now it makes a big difference. But I had a client come into my office one day, and she just handed me a spreadsheet like this, and she said, do you think I will be okay with the numbers that were there? And I said, I really don't know, because I don't know everything about your financial situation. And she started telling me certain things, and I just said, Elizabeth, I really can't give you that answer, but what I can do is I can tell you that I will work very hard for you. I will not be a person that would tell you what you're worth, but I will work very hard to give you what you're entitled to.
Mm-hmm.
Because what she had was her husband saying, this is what you're worth. And I believe she's entitled to a lot more. I just didn't know how much. So it touched my heart, and there were some circumstances at the end that I'm not gonna share right here, right now, but it broke my heart. And she did send me a card and a little statue of Sherlock Holmes. And it said, I just want to thank you, Phil, for keeping your promise, not giving me not accepting the offer of what he thought I was worth, but thank you for giving me what I was entitled to. So I thought I still have that, and I thought that was very special.
That is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That is really sweet. So tell us, how can we help you in this endeavor?
Well, I believe in, again, to get the word out so I can help others.
Well, you heard it here.
That's right. That's exactly what I'm looking for. There's the way I work. There's no such thing as a cookie cutter approach in my plans. Everyone is unique. And my motto is, there's only one investment plan, yours.
Oh, I love that.
So it's
and I love the fact that not only that you're sharing these things and teaching us how to get our own roadmap, as you would say, of financial planning. You actually been through it. You have the experience as well as the textbook knowledge to go to help someone.
Right, the roadmap, the GPS is just, like I said, if you use a paper roadmap or you use a GPS, it just helps you get back on track. Well, when I give you a written plan, it tells me it shows where you are, where you want to be, and it gives us some direction that we can follow, that if you do get off track, we can get back on track.
Right.
Because there's certain things, certain roadblocks, like if you had a flood or a bridge out, well, it could be something that can happen in life, like a death, a disability, long-term care, or something like that. We gotta protect for all situations. So I believe in helping people, and the other thing is I just wanna read this. I just recently got this from a client that I'm just currently helping right now, and she said, "Hi Phil, thanks so much for your kind words and for all your help. As I become more educated about my financial situation and options, thanks to you, I feel more prepared to perform my best during mediation. Nothing can bring more security than knowledge." So
Wow.
I believe, and I want to share with everyone, that it doesn't just take money to have a good retirement. It really takes knowledge and direction.
Right.
And I'm here to offer my services to help anyone and everyone, to help them get from point A to point B. And no matter what they're looking for, whether they're going through retirement, or they want to retire, or they said they want to get a house or a mortgage, or if they have a special needs child that needs we have to do some creative financing to make sure that child will be okay when their parents pass away.
Right.
And that's huge because they don't want them in an
You know,
institution.
I hadn't even thought about that. I love the fact that you're thinking about things before they even happen. You're being proactive.
Yeah, well, I do manage money for a special needs trust for a child. And I said, when you do things like that, I have a passion for it.
Right. And I love your heart about it too, because you have to love what you do to even get past all of those obstacles.
That's right. I've been blessed, and I feel like I'm here maybe just to help somebody else out that might be in need. And if I can help you, just please get in touch with me.
Well, you heard it here on the Promotion Ladies Show. Bill is here to help you find the roadmap to financial success. In any situation, he knows how to do it. But thank you so much for being on my show.
Thank you.
Do you want to share another piece of advice with our audience today?
Don't count on the lottery to be successful.
Do not
'Cause
count on the lottery to be
Because
successful.
even individuals that play the lottery or actually win the lottery, within 3 years, 3 point some odd years, we're usually bankrupt. Because we are in a society where we're just gonna buy, we're gonna buy.
Consumer.
We consume everything and we forget about taxes and what it's gonna be down the road. But a piece of advice is, don't spend more time working on a plan to go away for a vacation. Spend some time on planning for your retirement, which is gonna be 1/3 of your lifetime. And it's either and how you retire and with how much money you're gonna retire can make a big difference by how much time you take now.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank
And again, thank you so much for being on my show today.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks
I
for
learned,
inviting me.
yes, I learned so much just from this time speaking with you. Definitely, you guys get in contact with Phil. He knows his stuff. I'm listening and learning. That's why you see me quiet. But please share with us, how can we find you?
You can go to my website. It says Preferred Financial Solutions. I'm sorry, scpreferred.com. You change it, but the company's Preferred Financial Solutions. Or you can call me at 803-713-4476. That's 803-713-4476. And I'll be more than happy to answer your questions free of charge. Because I believe in helping people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, what a heart. Well, you heard it here on the Promotion Lady Show. You can definitely find this video on TPL Network, on Roku TV, as well as on YouTube. And thank you all so much for watching, and y'all have a blessed day.
Brittany, it was a pleasure.
Pleasure is all mine.
Thank you.